Hi, in this video I will talk about the cave surah and the um, story of the two gardens. Cite for them the example of two men. We gave one of them two gardens of grapes surrounded by date palms and placed other crops between them. So it seems quite productive. Both gardens produced their crops on time and generously, for we caused a river to run through them. So we can see if there is a relationship between water and crop time, crop health time. So how irrigation is um, related to the time, crops on time. And I don't have the knowledge, so it's my first time checking this information. And let's see if we can find it. In the world of modern agriculture, staying ahead of the curve is essential for optimal crop growth and health. Achieving this is monitoring and maintaining proper soil moisture levels. Soil moisture probes and sensors have become invaluable tools. Um, before soil moisture data allows for precise irrigation, ensuring that crops receive just the right amount of water. This not only conserves water resources but also maximizes crop yields. And so we want to know um, about the time of irrigation scheduling. So this is a timely irrigation schedule for small-scale farms is imperative for ensuring optimum crop production in the wake of drought and climate change. Owing to the large number of irrigated small-scale farms that grow different crops across all seasons, the study sought to develop irrigation scheduling without compromising crop yields. Unmanned, so that aerial vehicle images were utilized. So I want to see the result. Water content with water content in peas and green beans with this values for several reach their respective wilting points on day 4 after irrigation, implying that irrigation of these crops should be scheduled after every 4 days. Peas, green beans, pepper and cabbage reach their respective wilting points on the day 5 after irrigation, implying that irrigation of these crops should be scheduled after every 5 days. The results of this study highlights the significance of considering crop water content derived from spectral bands of imagery in scheduling irrigation for various types of crops. This study also emphasized the ongoing significance of remote sensing technology. So that we can see does it mean? So if there are several words respective this points. I don't know so we can search about it. If it has something to do with crop time, then we can say that it is related. Wilting point. Plants require not to. Oh, so this is the minimum. So let's read it again. Content pattern simulation revealed that sweet potato that those reach their respective wilting points on day 4 after irrigation, implying that irrigation of these crops should be scheduled, and respective wilting points on day 5 after irrigation, implying that irrigation of these crops should be scheduled after every 5 days. So they need a specific irrigation. We see that, and it is the necessary minimum water. So it shows that um, it is related, but we have to know the crop time. One reason is that the pH of the growing medium tends to increase significantly with time. So let's read this website. It's a university website. Agriculture water used to grow fresh produce can carry and distribute human pathogens. It's not about it, the topic. And inspect all water sources and distribution. So I don't know how this is related. So sorry. I mistakenly opened it. So irrigation water quality is a critical aspect of greenhouse crop production. There are many factors which determine water quality, pH and soluble salts, but there are several factors such as whether hard water salts such as calcium and magnesium. In order to determine this, water must be tested. Wow, that's interesting. Poor quality water can be responsible for slow growth. So we found our answer. I just mistakenly entered this line. Poor quality water can be responsible for slow growth. So this is interesting. Both gardens produce their crops on time and generously for we cause the river to run through them. So I didn't know this information. Salts can accumulate in plant leaves, causing burning of the edge. Water with high alkalinity can adversely affect the pH of the growing medium, interfering with nutrient uptake and causing nutrient deficiencies, which compromise plant health. Water quality should be tested. So this is one thing, and another thing is probably the running rivers and must be clean, and because it's not polluted, and it is indeed interesting. So we find that it is indeed related to that. So but let's back to the story mentioned in Quran. Once after harvesting, he boastfully told his friend, "I am far more prosperous than you, and I command more respect from the people." When he entered his garden, he wronged his soul by saying, "I do not think that this will ever end. Moreover, I think this is it. I do not think that the hour will ever come to pass. Even if I am returned to my Lord, I will possess an ever better one over there." So this is interesting type of unbeliever, and he believes that he doesn't believe, and he also believes that if in the afterlife he will have better heaven. His friend said to him as he debated with him. So he debated with him with this manner: "Have you disbelieved in the one who created you from dust and from a tiny drop, then perfected you into a man? As for me, God is my Lord, and I will never set up any God beside me. When you entered your garden, you should have said, 'This is what God has given me. No one possesses power except God. La quwwata illa billah.'" I'm not sure how to pronounce. "You may see that I possess less money and less children than you, my Lord." So at that time, children are important and they can be used as a workforce. "My Lord may grant me better than your garden. He may send a violent storm from the sky that wipes out your garden, leaving it completely barren, or its water may sink deeper, out of your reach." Indeed, his crops were wiped out, and he ended up sorrowful and lamenting what he had spent on it in vain. As his property lay barren, he finally said, "I wish I never set up my property as God beside my Lord." No force on earth could have helped him against God, nor was it possible for him to receive any help. That is because the only true Lord and Master is God. He provides the best recompense, and with him is the best destiny. Cite for them the example of this life as water that we send down from the sky to produce plants of the earth, then they turn into hay that is blown by the wind. God is able to do all things. Money and the children are joys of this life, but the righteous works provide an eternal recompense from your Lord and a far better hope.